scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Andre Iguodala with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's Bogut at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Butler passes to Rose. The kick outside to Butler. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And it goes on Draymond Green. The Bulls have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
The Warriors trailing. And Curry, here we go. And Gasol sends it back.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Rose. And it's sent back by Bogut. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
There we go. That was yours. Lovable. Give him a hand. Come on, Chicago.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. The Warriors have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Bulls have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half starting. Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them, and never looked overwhelmed, Clark.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even-keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, that actually excellent talent to make it special, and that combination is a winning one.
Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. Curry again throws. 5 on the clock. And Rose throws it down home.
Some hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Dunleavy.
And you talk about the Bulls being able to beat anybody in the league. They did. They did that last season. One of only 3 teams to register 1 win against every other team in the league back in 2015.
Rose with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Rose against Curry. Now here's Rose. He's guarded closely. Goes up from the top of the key. No good. And Golden State will come the other way.
And, you know, getting back to that point about the Bulls beating every team in the league, only the Spurs and Warriors for the other teams to do that. Goes to show just how tough last year's Bulls squad was.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Portis. McDermott's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. Warriors leading by 3. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Bogut. Feeds to Thompson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And got
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
It's Curry outside. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
You know, whatever they chopped it up about during the break, it's worked. I mean, they've really been excellent in their execution since halftime.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team. And you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
Bulls trail by 10. Brooks outside. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Noah. And again, unable to change momentum here. Warriors leading by 10. Livingston dishes to Azili. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Golden State's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've led it 5 from downtown. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Dunleavy in the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Well, I think it takes a lot of guts to shoot the 3 on the fast break with a guy closing out on you.
It's Curry with the drive. That's good.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's Rose, and he converts the layup.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Warriors leading by 7. Here's Curry, and the foul on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Gasol with the steal.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Goes back up. It's stolen by Green. Here's Barnes. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Warriors leading by 11. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 14 points for Barnes.
he's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Timeout called the Warriors. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note, it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And the shot is good.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Curry gets to Green. It's deflected. It's stolen by Green. No good from Bogut.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
Dunleavy for 3, but they recover it. Here's Rose. No good. Curry with the defensive effort.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it. He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Rose with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Rose passes to Gasol. Great D that time from Green. Pass to Bogut. To the inside. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Bogut. 16 points for Steph Curry.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Warriors.
Clark, what do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
Simply field goal percentage. They shot the ball much better than the opponent.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Curry. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And Holiday, here we go. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Here's Thompson. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. Good.
didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had them on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at them.
The whole knockout blow.
And he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean,